Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging with comments, likes, and subscribing. You know I do appreciate it so much as we enjoy the best game in the Sims franchise together, The Sims 2. Well, we are back in Old Town on the building side of it for another family redesign, and today it's going to be one of the Unleashed households. So today's clients are the cat family in the one-bedroom cottage. Ginia's family has long had an affinity for the feline species. Having never had children of her own, she pours all her love onto her cats, but she's considered adopting a child to inherit her cottage. Now here is Ginia, and we have seen her before in the blue dotted old lady dress, but I've updated her wardrobe. I still feel this reflects who she is. She is a family sim based off of her personality and her bio. When not in the garden, Ginia writes and illustrates children's books. Her characters are named after her numerous cats. And over here we have Maggie. Maggie likes to look at herself in the mirror and clean her whiskers. Next we have Scout. Don't get me started over the fact that Scout is a male calico. Scout enjoys eating, napping, and playing with friends. Waggles is also a male, and Gina thinks Waggles dreams of inventing a better mousetrap. And finally we have Boots. Boots has a mind of her own and doesn't ever reveal secrets. So here's the house. Now when I built it in TS4, it actually qualifies for tiny living because it is 32 tiles on the main floor and 36 on the second floor, meaning that it only has 68 tiles, which would qualify it as small, not tiny and not micro, but small. So there is a bonus for living in small homes in TS4, but that's a different story. So the main floor is one large room with a staircase. Now it originally had a spiral staircase, but I didn't have that. And the upper floor has a hallway, a bedroom, and a bathroom. And already this is actually better use of space than it originally had. And when I start deconstructing it, I will show you the space it originally had. So I didn't create a garden because obviously this was pre-seasons, and I also didn't add a fishing pond, same reason. So let's see what the Wheels of Fate has for Ginia and the felines. Okay, so we get to double the net worth. And I'm pretty glad of that because Ginia does have some pretty nice stuff, namely a nice fireplace, a piano, and a grandfather clock. She does have a cheap bed, but she has a good bathtub, so we're going to make sure we get her some really good stuff. I do currently have her in the culinary career because that's the best thing I had available to me at the point that I created her, but now of course I will get her in the education career where she belongs. So Ginia's net worth is $26,489, which means my budget is $53,698. Let's go ahead, get her evicted, and get started. So 32 tiles on the first floor with a plain staircase because that was the only option at the time, and then on the upper level we have a 4x4 bedroom and a 4x2 bathroom and this hallway. Now legitimately this is how the floor plan would appear in Unleashed. This staircase out in kind of no man's land leading up to a smaller bedroom and a more spacious hallway, which of course is a very bad use of space in my opinion. So anyway, let's get on with it. Let's strip down to our tabula rasa as we do, and we will go ahead and choose a good floor plan, saving back our doors because we may as well. Probably will use the spiral staircase, but we could always use this one because it's down to 460. But then again, we have more money to work with, so there's that. Now, like most of these builds, I had absolutely nothing happening in the basement, but we will go ahead and use this basement for our goods. So we're going to go ahead and stick it right there through the foundation, and then we will put the second one right there. The first floor plan, we're going to do that as well as have a little bit of a powder room. And for the second floor, I am going to do certain things a bit differently. So we've got a 2x4 bedroom right here. I know that's small, but as I indicated in the bio that I wrote for her, she'd kind of like to have a child. So we're going to go ahead and also create a second bedroom like that and a 2x3 bathroom. So I changed this tiny cottage from 1 bedroom, 1 bath to 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bath. Now that is the sum total of the floor plan for this, because legitimately there's not a lot I can do with this. Now it's all about the aesthetics. Okay, and it's time for the finished product. I didn't make a lot of structural changes to the home, except you will notice that of course it does have an official front porch, which it didn't have before. Front porches weren't really a thing in TS1 because we couldn't really put a roof over something that wasn't a room unless you did some real fancy footwork with your columns, and then it didn't always work. I do have this little 2-tile bump out here, and you'll see a smokestack coming out of it, so you can figure that there is a fireplace of sorts in the main room. As far as the grounds, I didn't really change it other than switching all of the bushes to the castaway bushes of the same kind, simply because they are less expensive and much more impressive. And Ginia is basically nosy, so let's appreciate things she can see from her yard. Here's Sim Central Park, Money from Mom, Reality Bites, Claire Charming's house. If she aims her telescope this way, she can probably see what Michael Batchelor and the Meshuggahs are doing. I did add back in the pond as well as a little garden for her. And there's a couple cat boxes and cat condos around back. Okay, so now entering, I did change the layout quite a bit. Obviously, as you saw, I put the stairwell over here as well as a powder room here, and I just wanted to change the orientation pretty much completely and added a couple walls in that I didn't have earlier, just to officially kind of give a designated space for a kitchen. I chose a nice homey green for Ginia. It was done in blues primarily. And here's that wood burning stove with a cat sitting on it that I think Ginia would enjoy. And this is a much more complete kitchen than she had before. And why do my counters turn that way when I'm not looking? And I actually did really decorate the kitchen. Got some nice clutter on the countertops, cabinetry. Really chose the seasons for her house, not as an overall theme, but as a jumping point. We've got some clutter here of books because these definitely look like kids' books, and her story is that she is a substitute teacher and a children's author. And it's a little bit of a distance, but it's a small enough home, so it's not a big deal. This is where she has her designated dining area and a little area to write her children's books. Speaking of the books, she also illustrates them, so she wants to work on her creativity both with the easel and a piano. The powder room is done in the same textures as the kitchen. The romantic stuff. And when we go up the stairwell, we are presented with 3 doors. Bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and the bathroom. So first we'll go into bedroom 1, and it's a tiny, tiny nursery because she does really want to adopt a child. Now, should she adopt Terra Cat? Should I make Terra Cat and supply the adoption pool with her? What do you think? Now, bedroom 2, of course, is Ginia's bedroom. It's snug, but it's got everything she needs. We've got a ballet bar there, so she can get a little bit of a morning workout in or nighttime and just head straight to bed. We have the IKEA dressers because they make sense for this because it's only 4x4. And then back out into the landing. There's a little table there. And the bathroom has the same textures and furnishings as the one downstairs, but there is a nice full shower bath combo. I had thought about putting a garden down here. As you know, I love to have basement gardens, but I decided that this would be Tara's playroom. So now let's put Ginny and the cats in and see what they think. Okay, so the budget that she rolled was $53,698, and I actually came in pretty significantly below that because this sells for $49,234. So I am actually going to reduce her funds to $1,529 after I put them in the lot. And it really is a very pretty lot. Okay, Ginia, welcome home. Let's get these cats fed. And why don't you scold Waggles for destroying the furniture? And yeah, scold Boots too. And they do have scratching posts because the cat condos are sufficient as scratching posts. Oh, that's nice. And also let's scold Maggie. We're just all about the scolding right now. And now let's actually, let's scold for hostility and scold for hostility. Oh my goodness. Let's feed some treats. Oh, okay. That's nice. And Ginny is loving on her cats. That's great. Let's get that education job, Ginia. And it is a move-in day, which is a great day to join the garden club. Okay, let's greet Alan Thompson with a kiss, kiss, darling. And thank you. And will you please let me into the garden club? I'm going to fertilize this while you're doing that. Thank you. She's doing that. I'm over here paying attention to the cats. Boots should probably be scolded for being on the counter, but we're going to continue fertilizing in the meantime. And our visitors are Cornelia Goth, Shelby Barrett, and Ethan Barrett. I wonder if they're father and daughter, or perhaps husband and wife. And also I wonder if Matthew Smith needs a date. And I've never seen Katie McGaw come for the garden before. And she needed to take a pit stop. We earned 793 simoleons. That's great. Thanks for stopping by, Cornelia. We'll check in on you another time. So now I have set her funds to 2,052, which is the 1,529 that her Sims 1 self starts with, plus 793 for joining the garden club, minus 270 for cat food and fertilizer. Why don't you get that computer, since that's going to be where you write your children's books? Thank you. I think this will suit Ginny and the cats quite nicely. Let me know if I should supply the adoption pool with a young Tara, and should that Tara be a child or a toddler? Let me know. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you soon in the pixelated world, and that's all I have to say. BK out.